Poppasteves here. Today I'm presenting the perfect base. Yep, I'm talking perfect. Now, the perfect base isn't really big, grand, or spectacular. But the perfect base must provide some essentials. For starters, it needs to be safe. I need an area where I can be safe and not worry about all the zombie creepers and mobs that want to attack me. I also need a source of armor, tools, weapons at my fingertips. I also need food source. Food source is important, keeps me alive. Other essentials, such as XP, iron, are all necessary. Let me give you a little tour of what my base consists of. I started with farms, the carrots and wheats, potatoes. Changed it all out for sugarcane. I have a purpose for sugarcane. I'll explain that later. One important feature, fuel source. I'm going to take one of these lava sources and some dripstone I got from the wandering trader. Cauldron. Created an infinite supply of lava. This will keep me smelting all my goods and my food. Pumpkins and melons. They're essential. Best crop in the game. Another essential. Wood. Every base needs a source of wood. These spruce trees, super tall spruce trees, with the plant with the 4 saplings, provide me with all the wood I ever need, just from this one tree. Again, melons and pumpkins, you just can't go wrong. Excellent source for emeralds. Emeralds are a necessity. Bamboo. Not a necessity maybe, but sure is handy. Fuel in this furnace. Get my day-to-day smelting needs. I got some steak to cook up or some mutton. Not a great smelter, but serves its purpose. Bone meal. You can't get too much bone meal. Simple. Composter, coppers, comes out. You end up with a whole bunch of bone meal from flowers and saplings that you're not using anyways. Also, very important feature of the perfect base. Villagers. These villagers supply me with a lot of goods. Not only do I get the enchantments I want, especially mending, I also purchase all sorts of redstone, weaponsmiths, toolsmiths, armorers, give me all my diamond gear. Haven't even mined a diamond yet, and I'm fully diamonded out. Villagers also provide the ability to create an iron farm. So all the beds in the circle here around this kill chamber get iron golems to spawn in. Thanks to my villagers. These librarian villagers are probably the most valuable, providing me with all the enchantments I need for these diamond tools I'm getting. And you need quite a few of these librarian fellas if you want all the best trades. It does take some time. Now all of these librarians purchase paper, which is why I have the sugarcane now. Honey. Having a source of honey is very important. I've had trouble with vexes coming to get me. And I can set up a defense system with honey blocks one block the Vex will struggle with. I'll put them to use in my future builds. Important feature of the perfect base, not just the iron farm, but a mob farm. Being able to just come up here, take out some mobs, gain XP, and mend all my tools and equipment is a must. Gotta keep my tools in good shape. Really quite simple. Easy farm. And we also get a bunch of other good loot. Yeah. All these also should show you the iron farm. Just because of those villagers, need those enchanted books, also provides me with a constant flow of iron. Certainly can't beat that. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I am in the middle of the ocean. Very safe. Nothing's going to get me out here. I guess the only possible thing would be a drowned throwing his tridents at me. Really not a problem. I have no fear wandering around my perfect base, day or night. As far as a quarry goes, because I am in the ocean, I need to dig straight down. I need to get down below the ocean in order to get stone. But nothing the ladder can't fix. Come down here out of my level 16. Found myself slime chunk. Lots of good stone. I don't just want the stone, diorite, andesite, granite. Need some deep slate. Just by making a staircase down a little, get down below level 0, got access to all the deep slate I'll ever need. And since I already know where slime chunk is, and so clear out the area where the slime is. Lots of deep slate cobble. And tough too. With these. A simple staircase. Keeps everything handy. Lots of torches. Nothing will spawn in here. Perfectly safe for my perfect base. As we go back up to the surface, we'll notice night. We all know at night mobs like to spawn. But in a perfect base, I got lots of torches, lots of light. There's never a concern that a mob may spawn in to attack me. The perfect base also requires a purpose. We need a reason to have this perfect base. And I also need to have access to the nether. I didn't want the portal in my base. I have one close by. That is very important. And if we take a look back here, you can see, yeah, I'm right in the middle of the ocean. Nothing can get at me, and I'm perfectly safe. Drowns can't even get over the wall. So we're perfectly safe. Yeah, like I was saying, you have the perfect base. It isn't really perfect unless you have a purpose. You need a reason to gather all those resources and to get everything together as I have. My idea is to come over to the mainland. Now that I've fully armored up and got weapons and tools, I feel quite confident and being able to explore and find new things. My goal will be, this does look cool, but anyways, my goal is to have a raid. Not a raid farm, but an actual raid the way Mojang wanted us to do it. Come to a village and start a raid and try to protect all the villagers. Smallest farms I've ever seen. Meanwhile, I'm moving their beds. I want to move the center of the village up here. Do that by bringing their beds and going to move them all over into this central area, which I have flattened out. On this area, I'm going to build a fortified castle. Put the villagers inside so they'll be all protected and take care of these fine friends. I've been accumulating all this cobblestone, deep slate, and tuff, and stone, and other resources in this line of chests I got here, all preparing to build a strong castle to protect my villagers. I've prepped this area, kept it totally flat and accessible from all sides. I want the raid to come in and be able to attack with ease, not get lost or fall into areas where I can't get at them, and have the ability to defend against the raid, and not only defend, but win the raid. Get myself some of those totems of undying. This is a hardcore series, and I'm at day 256, and I want to do more exploring. I need those totems of undying so I can take a few risks. With the help of my perfect base out in the ocean, I'm in great shape to build this castle. I've looked at a few designs. Castle designs, not just Minecraft castles, but actual real-world castles, to see how they do it, and I've got some ideas. Gathering resources is the first step. Getting everything together that I'll need, and put this place together. Protect all you fine friends. Don't let anything happen to you. And with any luck, I'll become hero of the village. I'm not really here to protect cows, even though you are cute. Sorry. Yeah, baby villagers running all over the place. I'm going to have to contain them somehow. I'm not really a trading hall. Just a village to protect. So that's the purpose of the perfect base. Why I need a perfect base. Safe house where I can gather all my resources and not take damage. As you can see, this has taken some time. The perfect base really comes at a cost. Hours and hours of mining and sorting, getting iron, breeding villagers, and some of that precious honey. I do not like vexes, and I think honey is my key to survival. We'll see. And this is a lot of work. You constantly have to maintain systems. If you want to get wood, you got to remember, you got to keep planting your saplings. Spruce. Spruce is definitely the way to go. I also like the color of the wood. Trap doors and such. Doors are cool too. Spruce is my go-to wood family. Emeralds. I have a ton of emeralds where I can purchase a lot of goods from my villagers. Everything from lanterns. I really like the lanterns. They're going to look great in my castle. Librarians, not all of them, but a large number of them, all selling lanterns. Just got to trade them up, though. And as you can see, not all sell lanterns, but a large number of them do. Give me a source for all my lantern needs. The sugar cane's grown, and as you can see, all these guys purchase paper. Sugar cane, I can produce paper and generate emeralds. And not just emeralds. Every time I trade with them, I also get XP by holding the tool that requires repairs. I can mend up all my tools just by going around and trading with villagers. It doesn't take long to accumulate an awful lot of emeralds. Pumpkins and melons, easily harvested and convert into emeralds also, and XP. So I'm going to say in the perfect base, doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be grand, but you do need to be safe. You do need to collect resources. We need to get to the nether. We also need a reliable food source. Not just reliable, renewable. I don't ever want to run out of food, and I can always come back to my base and gather more resources. XP to iron, everything's available in this one-stop shop. I definitely go for the drowns. But unless he's holding a trident, I'm pretty safe up here. I haven't even thought about fishing. Ideal spot to get lots of food and XP and a bunch of enchanted stuff too. As the sun goes down on another day, here in my hardcore world, I am safe and sound in my perfect base. My constant flow of iron and endless supply of goods, including XP. I can't think of a better way to protect myself and supply me with the goods I need. If you have any ideas on a better base, please let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe and tell all your friends. Bye for now.